Hey guys, and welcome to another video. And today we are going to be looking at the weather pattern for the north and pretty much everywhere. Let me not hear myself. Okay, now I can't hear myself because that's kind of distracting me. But anyways, we're gonna be looking at just the future weather pattern. So let's just get this through. Let's get this phone. I don't want to keep you waiting. So to right now there is some storms going on. There's a low pressure center all the way up in Manitoba, and there's storms going down to the mountains, and there's storms going all the way down to Texas. It's like a big line of thunderstorms. And then we have a high pressure that's not really important, but it's it intensifies, and that's not tomorrow. You see the south central, it intensifies. Um, it is keep alert for this area of the U.S. You can see the 540 liners making its way southward. Winter is coming soon. Um, but yeah, the the 540 line makes a dip into the U.S. So there's lots of cold rain, as you can see, down the Great Lakes, and it's, you start seeing snow too. For at least the mountains and some of Quebec, or it's not Ontario, or it might be both actually. Uh, yeah, that mostly Ontario, mainly Ontario. Um, but either way, it's in Canada. But there's some rains going on in the northwest. Can't forget about the northwest. There's some just to be some maybe some thunderstorms going on in Oregon and southern Washington, but other than that, nothing too significant. It's mountain snow. While that happens, there is a storm that comes from southwestward and forms up on Texas. And there's also a lot of cold air in this northeast. And while it's happening, there's snow getting poured. Um, and the storm, it looks like another cold front came through. Uh, instead that's heading eastward, and then is no, this is like farther out, so take this with a grain of salt. But that looks like a little bit of snow for Minnesota, northeastern Minnesota. Like maybe some few snow flurries or rain mixed with snow. Um, Nothing like. No, I don't really think it's gonna like accumulate much to the ground. But supposedly this 540 line is supposed to go all the way down to Arkansas. That's pretty far south. Um, we'll see about that. And it swoops eastward. It swoops the storm system eastward, creating a line, like a cold front line, something that hasn't really happened during the summer. Um, Now we're gonna look at the temperatures. Now keep in mind this is all within the GFS model. Um, so we're talking about we're talking about 20s up in the 7th, October 7th. Um, and then there's like 40s all the way down to the Appalachian Mountains, and it's as south as Arkansas, Oklahoma, and as west maybe Idaho. You got that big dip of cold air, and it warms up, and then you could oh my goodness, a more cold air tries to enter the U.S. from the west. So, uh, there's warm air coming from central, and then there's cooler air coming from the northwest and the northeast. So it's a positive here. negative, negative, and then that eventually gets pushed eastward. As you can see, you could tell there's a cold front going on. So this gets pushed through. There's warm air in front of it. So don't be surprised if you like warm up significantly right before the cold front crashes. Um, but yeah, and then it will trust warm begin, and then another big cold front comes through. This is like pretty far out, so take this with a grain of salt. But look at that temperature difference, though. I mean, we got 50 degrees on one side in Texas, and 80 degrees on another side, Texas. Um, that's pretty significant going front. Is that these are this these are daytime temperatures, by the way. So the nighttime temperature is warmer than the day temperature in this area because the cold front. As you can see, the cold front make it way through the U.S. So especially Central U.S. cool down, and the Central U.S. The least the South Central try to warm up again. Man, yeah, it try to warm up again, and East is trying to cool down. Uh, it's like it's like a battle, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a storm system not form up around there. You can see that cold air pushes way through. It's right now it's a battle, so there should be a lot of severe weather going on. Um, yeah, there should be lots of severe weather trying to happen. And then when you look at the CPC outlook, you can see the central U.S. is warmer than normal. And the east is kind of a bit chillier than normal because that colder air that was in the west traveled eastward. And 8 to 14 day outlook, they mainly the whole U.S. is warmer than normal. There's parts where there's average, like the most of the eastern seaboard and the Pacific Northwest, but other than that, whereas is about slightly to above normal. Um, Now you could see there is a little bit more of an El Nino look if you haven't noticed. You see way above average temperatures up in the north. Um, a little bit more. Where it's gonna start slowly transforming to more of an El Nino look. It's gonna take time, but yeah. No, the 6 to 10 degrees. So, um, the Pacific Northwest is way above average, and the southeast coast or Gulf Coast is like slightly below average or above average. Not my bad. And then central, the southwest, the eastern U.S. is below average, almost at above normal, below average. And then so the southwest is below average, the northeast is below average, and then the complete opposites, other corners. The northwest is above average, and the southeast is above average. It's it's a crazy mess. It's from one side of the country to the other is below average, and one side of the country to the other is above average, and then in between is like a war zone and just normalness. Um, but that's really all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Just for fun, I like to look at the CFS model to see what just look up ahead. I just like to look at that for fun. I don't do forecasts or anything with that model. I just do it for fun. Um, but I like let it load. This goes up to about like a month out, and just see like how cold it gets. Just um, just look at it for fun. I mean, like, why not? I'm good. This is currently taking a while to load right now. As you can see, it's kind of stopped moving. Well, I will unpause the video when it finishes loading. Okay, so I'm back. It finally got done loading after refresh and stuff because it was just being slow. But I just so the this model shows a cold front trying to push through into the northern tier, the Great Lakes, and just bring the 540 line down, mm, bring the cold air. Did we give us rolling? The storm systems like to come through, and then the 540 line is just kind of hanging around the north and northeastern US. And then look at that. Um, we got a 989 millibar solar system with lots of snow for up in Canada, and it looks like a lot of sleet and freezing rain in the mix of it. And we got that line. Looks like a cold front. Uh, the Look how far south. This is October 27th. This is Look how far south this snow and cold is. Like there's a cold dip, and then just snow. This is even not including the mountains. Like this is not all the mountains. Like for example, Nebraska and parts of Kansas. That's included ground too, but it moves eastward, and it transitions straight eastward. But there the 540 line goes down all the way to Texas with that cold front. Yep. But wait, snow in the Appalachian Mountains of down Virginia, North Carolina, and even transitions to snow in Virginia and the Mid Atlantic. So maybe first like a visual snowstorm, and then let's look at the temperatures. Um, okay, so we already kind of looked at that front. We're just zooming through that. But look at this. We're talking about 32 degrees. For example, 29 degrees in October is crazy. 29 degrees is crazy for October 29th. Um, anyways, yeah, and it moves eastward and it brings that snow. But we go look at this for yourself at voltoweather.com. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just mainly for fun, but and just for you to guys get keep updated on the weather. I've been busy, so I haven't got to upload for a while. And right now I kind of sick, as you could tell by my voice, but I hope you guys enjoy. And peace out, guys. Goodbye.